Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing? It's only two people in here, so we'll give it a few more minutes. Don't start with me. I was setting things up. Gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta do what I gotta do. Right? It's because the mic is far away. Is that better? All right. Is that better volume? Okay. We're just waiting on people to hop in. I don't know how many there's gonna be, but I mean, I know the notification went out. Don't know. I'll tell you what, though, if it hits like 20 minutes and it's just you and me, I'm gonna kill the stream. I'd rather snuggle on the couch with the taco than stream to nobody. Just saying. Whatever. Honestly, it was just gonna be whatever. Hydraulic pump abnormality. You could have a broken seal, which is going to decrease the pressure. What does it do? Is it for the jaws or what? Does that hydraulic pump control the jaws? What does it control? Behind the spindle. Well, okay. Did they say what it controls? Actually, probably. Is this on the Haas? I was so scared. So the Makino. I don't know why the fuck I said Makino. So the Makino, right? Pretty sure I got it by the username. Oh, the Mori. Okay. That might be. That's your spindle. Moris have a hydraulic spindle. Or hydraulically controlled spindle. So you're probably losing torque. I know Makino is a different brand. You didn't even say a brand. All you gave me was a model number. So, if it's the pump that's behind the spindle, then yeah, you probably were losing torque in your spindle, which is probably causing oh, I didn't see that one. I didn't see it. So, okay. And this is after the weekend you told me about, so which means they probably ran it into the jaws quite a few times. That too. So more than likely, what happened is they haven't PM'd it in a while. Your weekend shift ran it into the jaws several times, which weakened the already probably weak seal, and it probably busted a seal inside of there. Excuse me. So now the hydraulic pressure is low, which one is going to kick that air, and two, now they got to rip the whole spindle apart because they got to go in there and figure out which seal is broken and then replace it. Good times. That's your company. What's up? Damn. People popped in and then left. I'm doing a super chill stream. I'm giving out advice. You tell me your problems, I give out advice. It may be good, it may be bad. Who knows? I'm still gonna give you advice. Trash. Trash. Little. A lot of that one. That one. Hey. If it might help you out. I might have an absolutely wild perspective that you haven't thought of that solves all your problems. I mean, I really kind of do. But I'll give that advice out later. So, you tell me a problem, I give you advice. And I figured I would choose the chill little library setting. But yeah, my love, more than likely, machine's gonna be down for a while because they're more than likely gonna have to rip it apart, fix whatever hydraulic seal is fucking broken, and then put it back together. It is what it is. Kenneth, you still there? Holy shit, look at that old man who figured out how to use technology. What up, brother? We just got a little bit of life advice going on, that's all. Oh, thank you. Inventory this weekend. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Because they probably have already pre-counted their inventory and don't want to use anything in order to fuck up that pre-count so that they can make it easier. Hey, you the one did them, homie, not me. Yeah, they probably pre-counted inventory. Which is why they don't want to do shit about fixing the fucking machine right now. You did them too? Or did you forget that I was there?
I saw everything.
Oh, well, in that case, he didn't. Yeah, I left. Actually, to be fair, I legitimately may have. You can't fucking fire me. But also, legitimately, yeah, I may have left. Look, let's be fucking real. One, my memory is already atrocious. Okay? It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. Two, the nights that I went out with him, they're not great memory fucking produce. Like, they produce great memories, don't get me wrong. But it's hard to hold on to those memories because you kind of have to be in a drunken stupor in order to have those memories. Get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be hammered. And that's why you don't remember a whole lot of shit. I don't remember a whole lot of shit from the nights that we went out. There's a few incidents that I remember. Like, I vividly remember him sitting on the couch. I vividly remember him sitting on the couch in my apartment that I used to have with Stuart, The first one, and he had the fucking panda hat on that had the ears that dropped down, and he was wearing the ears for like mittens. I vividly remember that, and I'm pretty sure I got a picture of that somewhere. So, but there's not a lot of memories that I do remember, which is fucking terrible to say, but it is what it is. It's on my phone. I have it. It's 100 fucking percent on my phone. I ran across it the other day looking for an old picture. What was that? Oh, I also remember getting pulled over with him in the car. Ironically enough, it was one of the first times we'd ever met. I remember when he tried to unalive us at after the Halloween party. I remember him going after some dude outside of Cab East and me having to literally jump in front of him and hold his ass back. Remember that. There's a few other things that I remember, but they're hazy. Because of course they are. By the way, my love, you heard none of this. Okay, fair. You're right. I was drunk and I imagined it all. These are just stories that I tell my children when I have them. I'm getting ready to tell them these stories. You know, these bedtime stories. About how my friend almost murdered a group of people driving in a vehicle because he was mad. It's fictional, completely fictional for legal purposes. I'd be down. Fuck, that would be fun. We could do like a once a month podcast. Set that shit up. What do you think? Oh, Jesus, you couldn't do that though, because all that's going to be used for is evidence in court. And I'm not about to just snitch on myself on a podcast. Fuck that. It's not happening. We could talk about other shit. We could talk about hypothetical situations that occurred. Yeah, for legal purposes, these are just stories. Any similarities to any person alive or otherwise is strictly coincidental. We're not talking about women, and we couldn't talk about women. We would never be able to end that like that series of podcast discussions because their issues have no end. Oh, I'm getting canceled for that one. 100% getting canceled for that one. Oh well, it's a good run while I had it. But also, hey, if you want to talk about the Rubik's Cube, they have a diamond Rubik's Cube now that's 6-sided. You love us and you know it. Oh. Just remember, you did this. You did this. I mean, it's hard not to. I'm down, bro. I if you really want. Okay. Don't. You'll fuck around and find out. Quit playing with me. If you want, bro, I'll send you a list of shit to get. Because I only have the one mic and the one camera. And for a podcast, we're going to need basically to double everything. But I can send you a list of shit to get. And we'll set that shit up. And we'll do it like fucking once or twice a month if you want. I'm down. In fact, it would actually be kind of interesting to do, because what we could do is we could actually do a 4-person podcast with, well, you're kind of halfway there, Caitlin. I was going to say do a 4-person podcast, right? And then it could be me and Shar and Derek and Caitlin. And then we just sit there and bullshit about old times forever. And then Shar gets to hear about what a fucking degenerate I was. Yeah. It would. It'd be fun too. But like legitimately, my love, if this happens, you are gonna hear about how much of a degenerate I was. No. I love you. I do. There's a lot that I haven't told you about from the time span that I used to hang out with Derek. Cause I'm pretty sure you would hate me. Like you know I'm a degenerate, but like the level of debauchery that occurred during that time period is unspoken of by me. For a reason. She's not gonna leave me. She loves me. Look, let's be real. Let's be real. If she loves me enough for me to lose my job and go full time without planning it out, by the way, to do Twitch streaming and YouTube and stuff like that and support me through that, she'll be fine with my debauchery. Also, to be fair, I don't have to talk about everything. Not on the podcast, at least. I'm sure I will have questions once I get home and or the podcast ends. Fair warning, I don't have any kids out there, my love. That's not one of the things. I don't have kids that I just are out there in the middle of the ether. At least not that I know about. It's a blessing and a curse. Cause like, yeah, I don't have any kids, but also like, I'm fucking damn near 40. If I have kids now, I'm gonna be pushing fucking retirement by the time they graduate. I mean, I guess that's good timing though. Huh? That would be good timing. But I gotta make the YouTube Twitch shit work first. But yeah, bro, if you want to do a podcast, I'll send you the list of shit that we're gonna need to get, and I'll fucking run it with you, bro. I'm not worried about it at all. Plus, I'm now pretty fucking great at editing shit. Like, I'm not top notch, but I'm good enough. I'm good enough for a podcast. It's actually kind of funny because if you like go through my YouTube videos, like in the very beginning, you can see it's like the most basic of editing shit because I was still learning. But like once you get to like my later videos, you could tell that I've gotten a lot better. Which is also cool because I'm learning a new fucking skill while I do this that actually pays well. So what y'all got for me? Questions? Kenneth, are you here? Kenneth. Which one? Kenneth. Kenneth, I need you in here real quick. I got a question. Kenneth dipped out on me. He left me. What Assassin's Creed is he playing, Caitlin? I actually almost said that earlier when he popped in. I don't has that one. Yeah, I think the last one I like legit played was Origins. You know he wasn't real, right? You do know that, right? At least not as far as what the show talks about or shows. Okay, but there's a lot of things that are real in your head that aren't real in real life. Get what I'm saying? I mean, if they change the gameplay, that's good. Because I remember it used to always be a bit janky, and then Black Flag actually, like, stepped it up. And the gameplay in Black Flag was great as far as I was concerned. I loved it. I didn't have an issue with it. Like, there was some issues, but in the standard Assassin's Creed issues, like, try to jump on one guy and it targets another completely different guy. But, Origins gameplay was pretty much the same as Black Flags, but I mean, if I think that was good, and you're talking about the gameplay that you got now is better, then shit, I might have to get on it. A couple years late, but I might have to get on it. Not either. Hang on, I'm trying to do something. I remember playing some Odyssey, but I didn't play a lot of it. I think... I don't remember. I know I started playing it, but then I just didn't. And I don't remember why. I think I got legitimately busy at work or some shit. I don't remember, honestly. That's 100% possible, actually. That I just said fuck it because I got busy at work doing shit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we can do it. We can do whatever we need to do, bro. Yeah. That's actually, well, yeah. And that's because I got you into it. Sorry, I know the background's kind of wonky, but get used to these. Destiny's fixed to be over though, and I don't know if there's gonna be a 3. Because they did the final shape a couple months ago, and I think that's going to be the end of it. Legitimately, I think that's going to be the end. And I'm assuming if they're going to end it that way, then there's probably not going to be a Destiny 3. I mean, it's kind of... I've kind of seen that coming for a while. Because of several things, honestly. because they never released a third actual game. It's always just been DLC. Then with Nathan Fillion losing the or not losing, but not coming back for Cade for a while, that turned a lot of people off. Some of the shit that they do as far as gameplay turned a lot of people off. And then with Lance Reddick passing, a lot of people just kind of stopped because it's never going to be the same. You don't have the original Cade. You no longer have the original Zavala. Nobody really gave a shit about Ikora, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, I get it to an extent, right? So, like, it makes sense because instead of me having to buy a whole new game, I just download the DLC, which I get. It's when they start charging as much for the DLC as they do for the game that I have a problem. Because you're not giving me a whole new game, so why are you charging me like it's a whole new game? You know what I mean? So, and that's been kind of my issue with DLC over the years for some games. Now, some of it, DLC is absolutely free, which is great. But for the larger studios, they tend to charge for that shit, and it's stupid. And I don't like that. Kenneth never came back in here, did he? He probably got the stream muted. That's fine. Derek, you're not a DBZ fan, are you? Exactly. He absolutely did. He just fucking popped in and said, "Hey, I'm here, never fear," and then disappeared. No, Dragon Ball Z, fool. Dragon Ball Z. I don't even think there is. Is there a business channel called DBZ? Okay. Have you seen the new game that they came out with? Sparking Zero? If you have not, I highly suggest you look at it. It's a fighter game, which isn't my forte, but it looks really fucking good and it looks really cool. Because you can be pretty much any DBZ character ever, to include the GT stuff. So you could legitimately be like the Red Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Also, the environments are destructible. It's actually really cool. Yeah, almost every DBZ game is like that, I think. But this one is like super crazy because there's no like you have an arena, but it's really just a big ass fucking environment. And like you can use rocks to block incoming attacks and stuff like that. You fly around. You charge up all the attacks. They have all the signature attacks and stuff like that. It looks really good. I've been watching one of the streamers that I watch. I've been watching him play it the last couple days, and it looks fun as shit. I might have to fuck around and get it. But like I said, fighting games like that aren't really my forte. I don't like that. Yeah. But this one is supposed to be like a lot better because it has quite literally every character, including the ones from Super. Sorry, I was thinking about something. In fact, let me go ahead. Come here. You want to know why? Legitimately why? Because YouTube will hit me for it. They'll hit me for a copyright. I shit you not. Because if it's copyrighted anywhere, YouTube has access to it, and they'll hit you for it. I've had to deal with a few copyright issues already on shit that we reacted to on Twitch, where Twitch said it was okay and didn't have a problem with it, but then when I edited it and I threw it up on YouTube, they had a fucking fit about it. Yes and no. It is so it all depends on if the artist allows their shit for usage based on what they do. Because like I had a copyright that said that, because you have to remember YouTube is international. So I actually had one video tell me that it couldn't be played in Russia because 21 Pilots didn't allow their music to be played in Russia due to copyright issues. So it actually legitimately muted that portion of the stream for anybody who lives in Russia. It's so weird. It's a lot harder to navigate the copyright issues with YouTube because they're international. Excuse me. So it's it's one of those things where it's like I can pretty much record and do whatever I want, but only if I'm willing to deal with the consequences of the copyright strikes. Like some of them are, it is what it is. Some of them are just they'll mute that portion of the stream. Some of them they'll let you edit out that portion of the stream if you really need to, and some of them are just like, no, if you play this shit, we're gonna hit you with the copyright strike, and we're gonna yank the video down. It gets kind of, it's a minefield to fucking navigate, and I hate it. You're not wrong. To be fair, me saying the F word also will probably trigger their algorithm. Because from what I understand now, due to their new terms of service guidelines for monetization, using the F word is likely to get you demonetized. Which is crazy. So, okay, got I'm writing out a list of stuff for the podcast so I don't fucking forget it. Because if I don't write shit down, I'll forget the fuck out of it. So right now, I have 2 mic arms. Derek, do you have a PC? Do you have a computer? Like a desktop or a laptop? Preferably not a laptop. I'm planning on working on that after the stream. That's why I was sitting there thinking and I went, oh yeah. I got it, my love. I got it. If you use it at the house, though, I don't want to take it from there. You know what I mean? You can't just at a whim transport a desktop. Yeah, see, then he would have to buy a new PC. Which, to be fair, for a podcast, wouldn't cost that much. Hey, it can be, but it's only in the initial setup. So, to be fair, when I set up all my streaming stuff, it was kind of a chore, but it only took me the PC was the biggest buy. I use an old TV for my monitor, an old 55-inch TV, for one of my 3 monitors. The other 2 I got somewhere else for free. The camera was the second biggest buy. But I have 2 mic arms because I was gonna buy them for this mic and set them up, but the kind of table that I have set up for my stuff doesn't go well with the type of mic arms that I have. Like, I'd have to like bolt them to the fucking table in order for them to work properly. So I have the 2 mic arms that we would need. Headphones are cheap. So, okay, here's the list, right? Here's the list of what I wrote down. We need mics, mic arms, monitors, soundboard, headphones, camera, and a PC. That's pretty much it. I have the mic arms. The headphones are relatively cheap. The camera's going to be the expensive thing. And the PC. The rest of that shit should be cheap. But again, that's if he wants to do it. Like, I'm down no matter what. I will say that having a podcast, once it gets out there, is a great secondary source of income. Oh, well, not secondary, alternate source of income. Because, excuse me, if we can get to the point where Spotify and other like streaming services will pick it up, excuse me, then they pay per view or listen, I guess technically. I mean, I guess we could use one camera. I have the camera. I'm down. I mean, it is what it is. But again, it's all up to him. Yeah. Sorry, my brain just... I don't think there's enough room. Honestly. I don't think there's enough room for like a legit podcast in the house. Because you got to remember, neither one of us are small individuals. It would be a chore to get both of us in the camera frame. I mean, it's a chore to get you and I in the camera frame at one time. Whew. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the podcast, or end the podcast. Tell where my brain's at. I'm gonna end the stream. Cause one, I gotta let the puppers out and feed him, and all that stuff. Plus, I gotta work on your graphics for your Instagram stuff. I love you. Alright, I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Y'all are the best. Y'all have a good night. And I will catch y'all on the